Hey Monica, my name is Panyia, and in this video I'm going to show you 3 things that you guys can do today to help bring in more customer to your business and have them be able to find you guys online if they don't already know who you guys are. So most likely you're sitting there asking yourself, why would I be doing this and what's in it for me? Well, it's simple. Oftentimes in the world of the internet, most local business owners are too busy running their business to learn how the internet can benefit them and their company. And sometimes the only hesitation they have to hiring someone is that they don't know who is an expert and who isn't. So I found that by giving people an easy free tech plan of actual things they can do to impact the business for free has resulted in some of these local business owners raising their hands and saying, I like you, Panyia, come do this for us. So if by the end of this video you like what you heard and you see that I have a lot of tricks on my sleeve that can help with your business, shoot me an email or a call and we can definitely chat. Or if by the end of this video you simply want to take this information and do them yourself, that works for me as well. So now, let me show you 3 things that will set your company above your competition and not waste any more of your time or mine. So the first thing I want to go over is content. So everything you see me highlighting here, all of these are considered content, and content is basically what Google uses in order to understand what it is that you guys do and the service you guys provide in order to drive the right traffic to your website. And many business owners know that they need content. However, what they don't know is that the average length of the #1 result on Google for construction companies is at least 1,500 to 2,400 words. So for you to show up at the top of Google, you need at least 1,500 words on your homepage with the right keywords. And right now, when I copy and paste all of your guys' content to this word counter, we can see here that you guys have about 1,120 words, which is really close to the minimum of 1,500 words. So we definitely want to add in more content there. That way you guys reach the minimum of 1,500 words, as well as adding even more content. That way you beat your competitors online. And then the next thing I did was I went to this tool I use called Arrows. This is a super cool tool to use because it lets me see behind the scene of what is happening behind a website. So when I put you guys' website into this tool, we can see here that you guys are ranking for 2 keywords, and that's driving in a total of 87 in traffic. And if we take a look at the keywords, we can see here that you guys are ranking for your name, which is great. And you're also ranking for this keyword, remodeling San Francisco. You guys are on the 7th position, which is definitely a great thing. And it does look like you guys are on the 1st position for your guys' name, which means that you guys are doing great at branding your business. However, if we take a look at one of your competitors, we do constructions, we can see here that they have about 128 keywords that they're ranking for, and that's driving in a total of 361 in traffic. And if we look at the type of keywords they're ranking for, we can see here that they are ranking for these buyer intent keywords like kitchen renovation San Francisco kitchen remodeling, because these keywords itself is driving in a total of 100 and 150 in search volume, to which you guys are missing out on because you guys are not ranking for these type of keywords. So we definitely want to go into your website and start including these buyer intent keywords. That way you guys are able to drive in these type of traffic into your website, which could potentially become leads for you guys' business. And then the next thing I want to talk about is citation. So I went to Google and typed in kitchen remodel San Francisco CA. Usually the first thing we're going to see is the sponsor and ad section. This is usually the section where businesses pay Google to be up on. However, study does show that ads are only semi-effective and can definitely become a money pit if the ads aren't effective. And then this area is where citation matter most. So this area is called the Google Map Pack or the maps. This is where 40% of your traffic will come from. And in order to get into the top 3 of the map, you need citation. And citation is basically your business name, address, and phone number listed through various directories such as Yelp, Yellow Book, local pages, and even Facebook have an area where you can submit a citation. So the more citation you have, the more relevant you are to Google, and the more likely Google will push you to the top of the maps. And it does look like you guys are on the top 3 of the map, which is great, but it would be even better if you guys are actually the first one on the map. So this is the third and last thing I want to talk about. So this area is called the organic section. This is where 60% of your traffic will come from. And in order to get into the top of the organic section, you need authority. And how do you get authority? Well, it all comes down to backlinks. And a backlink is basically one website linking to another website online. So think of it like this. If site A links to site B, then site A is giving site B some of its link juice. Kind of like a vote of confidence, but in Google eyes, this is a passing authority. And the more relevant the site, the more valuable the link. However, not all links are created equally. So let me give you an example. Since one of the service you guys provide is Triond Remodel, if you have another website that also provides that service or something similar linking back to you guys, that would be more effective in giving you guys authority than, let's say, Pizza Hut linking back to you guys. Because hey, you guys don't sell pizza for a living, right? So that would not be so good for your website. And if we go back to this tool, we can see here that you guys have about 25 backlinks going back to your website. And if we take a look at it, we can see that you guys have a couple spam links going back to you guys' website, and these are basically the Pizza Hut link that you do not want for your website, because having too much spam link makes it look like you guys are spammy and not trustworthy, so they will not rank you guys. So we definitely want to go in and remove these spam link and get you guys more relevant links for your website. And if we take a look at your competitors, we can see here that they have about 662 backlinks going back to their website. And something that we can definitely do is we can actually take all of the good links that they have and go after them for your own website, as well as adding even more powerful and more relevant links for your website to beat out your competitors. And yeah, that's the end of this video. Once again, we went over content, making sure your front page have at least 1500 words. Citation, you want to have more citation than your competitor to beat them and get pushed to the top of the maps. And then backlinks, you need more relevant site pointing back to you guys to show Google that you are the authority. And if you implement these strategies today, you can be #1 across Google. And yeah, Monica, you can either go with this information I provided you today and do this on your own, and I'm totally cool with that. However, if you want the most effective route and want to save yourself the time, you can give me a call at 916-382-2906. Once again, my name is Panyia and my number is 916-382-2906. If not, no worries, but I will love some feedback on this video. And yeah, I look forward to hearing from you and have a great day.